Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII. I'm Mysterious JG. Sorry we missed some of the pretty damn cool and creepy Sorceress theme, because yeah, this is the Sorceress that he mentioned was going to be his negotiator. And by he, I mean President Delling. Who's, I guess, the closest thing we've had to a villain in the game so far. But there's something about this scene that suggests that maybe we just met the real villain. Anyway, this occult fan item I was worried about missing in the last video, I just double-checked. It's not here. It's in the next place we'll be going to. So we can go ahead without fear, despite the incredibly scary music. The boy in you is telling you to come. The adult in you is telling you to back off. You can't make up your mind. You don't know the right answers. Is she gonna help him come? Is that what's happening here? Sorry. You want help, don't you? You want to be saved from this predicament. Shut up! Don't be ashamed to ask for help. Besides, you're only a little boy. She's kind of messing with his head here. I'm not. Stop calling me a boy. It's sexist? You don't want to be a boy anymore? Oh, she's gonna make him a man, huh? I am not a boy! Come with me to a place of no return. Bid farewell to your childhood. Hi guys. I'm going off with the Sorceress now, apparently. Yeah, apparently Cypher and the Sorceress just went to go hang out together. This is weird. Not so much for a big boss fight. Hey guys! Where's Cypher, the real hero of the game? You mean the one who got kidnapped by the Sorceress because you chickened out on your plan? This is directly because of that? We don't know. But had we carried out the plan that you came up with and that we were perfectly capable of carrying out, he'd be fine. Just saying. Humph! Look at her. He'll be okay, right? And they run off to have a little girl chat, I guess. So they had me all worried about switching junctions, but it looks like it didn't matter at all. We still don't get to switch party members whenever we want to now. I'll keep an eye out for you. Go on, you should get back to town. You want to play me cards? I'm game. Come on. No particular. I'm just curious about whether or not individual people can play cards. There doesn't seem to be any. I don't think we ever go back there. They found our base. It's completely destroyed. And everyone else? They're fine. They're good at escaping. It's the only talent you guys have. Alright, well, seems like our mission is a complete failure. And now it's about the emotional health of Rinoa as opposed to, say, liberation for Timber. Okay, didn't realize where we were and accidentally took us back a screen. I love Rinoa's biker shorts. We have to stay away from Timber for a while. Is there a safe place you can take me? Well, now that dumbass told them about the garden. This is an order. An order from your client, remember? Alright. She's so excited. And then she runs off before we can tell her where we're going. Okay, So I'm not sure why were we able to actually see that draw point now? Maybe it was never invisible, I just failed to notice it last time. Also, yeah, I just want to make sure this took correctly. So he's got 100 scans. So like I figured, he had scans set up as a junction. It's just that I actually was using scans periodically with Squall. So yeah, I believe we did everything correctly there. Now the trains will start running and we're allowed to leave.
Rinoa, I heard your base is in serious trouble. Come over to my place until things settle down. I appreciate it, thank you. Pleased to meet you. What are you waiting for, Squall? Come on.
I guess I could be doing this voice. I forget which one. Was I doing English accent for her, or... Well, looks like the bar is completely abandoned, but luckily we're allowed to walk around in here all we want, even though the place is closed. And have the woman changing to a cat in the background. There are no trains to desert today. Why would you want to go to desert?
This way. To the next plot scene. This is it. I'll let you know if anything changes. Till then, make yourself at home and enjoy JG's great voice acting. Thanks, Chief.
McLeod. Chief. McLeod.
She's the leader of the Forest Foxes. Almost everyone's a Resistance member in this town. It's kind of sad none of us accomplish anything, and we don't work together.
The United... It's a people front... The Judean People's Front... The People's Front of Judea. That reference would have been a lot better if it didn't take me 3 tries before I actually got into it correctly.
But right now, we're the only ones that are really active. Hee 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 hee. Let's stay here for a while.
Time passes, or that or there was a supernova.
I still don't get it. What did Cypher come here for?
It's got a thing for Rinoa, obviously.
I think he came to help us, the Forest Owls. I talked about it a lot with him. So please don't think too badly of him. He's a nice guy, even though he cuts Squall in the face.
Anybody in here? What is this? I have 2 small children in here. Don't do anything to frighten them. I mean, well, lady voice saying the same thing.
Upstairs, hurry.
Do the Galbadian soldiers even know what we look like? I mean, if everyone's...
Will she be okay?
If everyone's in the Resistance.
She'll be fine. The legend goes that my mother took down many soldiers with her strength, cooking, and beauty. That beauty part sure makes it sound like a legend.
Hey, fuck you, Selfie. I don't know why I'm so... I'm so offended that she would insult that lady.
He was so angry when he found out that it was only the 3 of you dispatched at Timber. He knew how incompetent you were. What? They might end up fighting the whole Galbadian force. And all they did was dispatch our 3 rookie seed members? Damn it, I'm going to Timber. Should I be doing his accent? Damn it, I'm going to Timber. They only sent 3 rookie members. I would never have guessed he was serious about it. Except that I just implied he was incredibly serious about it.
That guy's always serious. You should know that by now. But you're a terrible instructor, so...
So tired.
Aww. And the kitty stretches and...
So tired.
Okay. you mind? I'm trying to take a dump. Dot, dot, dot.
Wonder if he's alright.
Look out the window again.
So tired. What's going to happen to Cypher?
He may already be dead. It's a fun thought, anyway.
How can you be so casual? I feel sorry for him.
Feel sorry. Cypher would hate to hear that. You know, I don't know why Cypher doesn't pop back up in Kingdom Hearts or whatever. He's like Squall's rival. I don't know. Squall seems to like have a greater sense of actual camaraderie and connection with Cypher than any of his actual squad members and, quote, friends.
What's so funny? You're terrible. You're Norm Macdonald. You say things that you think are funny that are actually terrible.
I fucking love Norm Macdonald. He said he did this routine that I looked up recently for reasons that may be rather apparent, joking about alcoholism as a disease, and he this mock conversation about symptoms between a colon cancer patient and an alcoholic. Anyway.
So, why do you think Cypher may already be dead?
Well, because he's not right in front of me, and, you know... I mean, anybody... I mean, you know, it's a technical possibility. Anybody could be dead. It could be that you're dead right now, that you dropped dead unexpectedly as I was looking away from you and you were talking to me. It's possible that when I turn around, you'll be dead. Because, well, I mean, he was trying to kidnap the president of Evil Land and got captured by evil sorceress lady while trying to kidnap the president of Evil Land, so he could be dead. I guess maybe I shouldn't have just wondered why he wasn't in Kingdom Hearts, because he wouldn't be in Kingdom Hearts if he was dead at this point, right? The president of Galbadia and the sorceress joined forces. Cypher attacked the president. It's no surprise that Cypher may have been killed because of it. Yes, it's true.
Even so, I still hope he's alive. Meanwhile, I'm going to hold on. Oh, sorry, I had to squeak one out there.
I didn't mean to say squirt one out, sorry. No, I mean, I guess she's meant to be looking at Squall's face to see if he cares. Squall's being logical. I mean, it's not like Squall is saying he hopes Cypher's dead. He's just saying there's a really good chance Cypher is dead. Think what you want. You're worse than the editor of Tim Manny. The true villain of this piece. I've already forgotten the name of the person that I jokingly said was the true hero of the story back in video 1, who had written their thing about the failed spring festival or whatever. Reality isn't so kind. Everything doesn't work the way you want it to. That's why I light black candles and write poetry in the dark. As long as you don't get your hopes up, you can take anything. You feel less pain. Oh, come on, Squall. Get the fuck over yourself. I thought Squall was a fun protagonist when I played this game like 15, 20 years ago, whatever it was. Jesus. Anyway, whatever wish you have is none of my business. Jesus.
You're mean. Meanie.
Okay. I was on her side right up until the point she said meanie. What's with her? It's like she knows we're destined to fall in love, and therefore she has an unnatural amount of interest, in my opinion, on these things. Sorry.
The Galbadian forces are withdrawing. Only the soldiers normally stationed here will stick around. If you're gonna leave town, now's your chance. You know how persistent those soldiers can be.
Let's all race off without saying anything. Well, at least she stopped to look at me. I was starting to think I'd lost my looks. I was hoping I could, like, cast a cure on Zell. Again, you mind? I'm trying to take a dump here.
home. Dot, dot, dot.
I was trying to talk to the daughter, but...
Seems like everyone's tired. So what's your plan?
Don't have one.
Squall, any thoughts on where to go?
Well, I mean, the story is going to tell us where to go next, but I would think, considering that the Galbadian army is threatening to march on Garden, we might want to go back to Garden and make sure everything is okay there. But that is not, in fact, where we're going to be going. We have to get out of here first. He's right about that.
Getting out of here is only the first step. I can read your mind, Squall. I know what you were thinking through the parentheses.
Why do I have to decide? What do you mean?
Garden Code, Article 8, Line 7.
8-7? 857-309 or whatever it is? In the event that returning to the signed garden is not possible, report to the nearest garden. Oh, that's true. If the trains aren't running, they probably can't get back to Balm Garden. Head for the nearest garden.
Very good. From here, that would be Galbadia Garden. Because, yes, we have a garden in Evil Land. We can take the train from here and get off at a station called East Academy. From there, we have to go through...
I had to kick up the English accent. My Rinoa and my Kitus don't sound very different.
From there, we have to go through forest west of the station to get to Galbadia Garden. I've been there several times. We should be okay.
Okay, then. We'll escape from Timber and head to Galbadia Garden. The party will be... The party of the first part shall hereby be known as Hardy the First Part. Let's do, first of all, we gotta do a junction. Yeah. I typically just... I tend to use, just because I think they're Okay. Think what you will. I mean, this is PS2 era graphics. There wasn't really a whole lot of, you know... Well, it's PS1 graphics, yeah. There's not like a Rumble Roses thing going on here with, like, who's the hottest female character. This is, these are not really... I'm using the female characters in this mostly because I find Selphie's dialogue the most entertaining. And I also have this notion that Squall and Rinoa are supposed to fall in love over the course of this game, so they really should actually... It's weird to not have her in your party or ever use her for dialogue if she's supposed to be, like, the second most important character. So I usually keep them together. So the party I'm going to use most of the time is going to be Rinoa, Squall, and Selphie. In theory, I could sub in Kitus for Selphie, because she's at a higher level, so it should be harder for her to level up. But honestly, I'm just trying to avoid leveling up anybody any more than is necessary. We'll go with them for now. Zell's dialogue can be fun. Maybe people will pitch in here and say which character they like to see in the party more often. I wouldn't be shocked if by the end of the LP I've grown to like Zell more than I ever did before, just from voice acting him all goofily. But for now, I'm thinking it's going to be Rinoa, Squall, and Selphie. I could always switch it over to Zell, Squall, and Selphie and have them be the original team that was actually dispatched here for the mission. Let's go. You be careful now.
Take this with you.
Received a potion, Phoenix down, a soft and an antidote, and a remedy. Oh, okay.
Going to Galbadia Garden, you'll have to go through the forest. Get off at the East Academy, then go through the valley that leads to the forest. I doubt you'll be walking, but if you do, follow the road. At the fork, take the road on the right. You'll eventually come across East Academy Station. We're counting on you. Good luck!
So I would think that... I don't know, it always brings us to... It just never wants us to be able to switch party members at will. Well, that's weird. So do I get to talk to these guys or not?
Bad timing.
It's me, sir. It's me. Got some info, sir. Timber Station will be shut down temporarily.
Mega bummer.
Not necessarily, ma'am. It's not completely shut down yet. The last train out of here is bound for East Academy. We're getting on that train. Take the train. You're going too, right, Rinoa?
Yeah, what about you, Watts?
No need to worry about me. I'll go gather more info.
I promise I'll be back. You take care, okay? And by the way, we're never going to be partners in the sense that you're looking for. Just letting you know.
Squall, please take care of Rinoa. Okay, I have my orders are okay. You be careful too. I'm saying okay either way, right? Well, he has his orders. Yeah, don't worry. Client's orders. Thank you, sir. Till we meet again, sir.
Touch my heart indicate sincerity, and go.
Rinoa, Squall, it's me.
Zone, whoever you were.
These characters always pop back in. You need to go to the East Academy, right? There's no more tickets left.
Super duper mega bomber.
We'll do whatever it takes to take the train. You won't have to do that. Looky here, I have everyone's ticket right here. One for you. 3 for you seed people. Here, I'll give them to the leader. And the last one is for me. Oh, he didn't know about Kaidos, though. Go on, take it.
I can't take that, it's yours. Besides, it's all sticky.
Ouch. Ouch, my stomach hurts. Ouch, just get going, the train's leaving.
Thank you. Pleased to meet you, thank you. Soon, we're gonna see each other again, okay? And as I told Watts, yeah, we are not gonna be F-buddies, sorry. No matter what...
I'm so immature.
No matter what, you have to survive. We have to liberate Timber together, remember?
I know. I'll go hide in a bathroom or something. Now get going. So I believe the other trains won't be running for us. Dowling City is out of service. Yeah, I believe the game is going to make us go... Because where we actually want to go right now is to do some side quest stuff in Dalit, which is the city where... I don't think I realized this. There was a preview version of this game, like, what do they call it? Beta... that was the mission, best thing to do is take the train. It's time to go all out, bud. Whoa, where are you walking? Why don't you take the train? If you leave the town now, you're gonna miss the train. Okay. So we can ignore the train because you can get anywhere. You can get pretty much anywhere on foot. Like, to get all the way back to Balam, we'd need to take a train. A lot of the other cities are actually on the same physically connected continent. But we'd be really going out of our way to break the game and not use the train at this point. One thing we can do is see if we're allowed to stay in the hotel now, because I generally like to stay at each hotel unless you're allowed to explore the rooms without staying at the hotel. I like to stay at the hotels to make sure we can go into the rooms because they usually hide issues of Timber Maniacs in there.
You decided to leave? I'll miss you. Don't be hanging around here. Get out while you can.
Okay, so they won't let us. Fuck you, Gatey. I was trying to get to the save point.
My daddy made Gatey. He's really, really smart.
What, your daddy's smart or Gatey is smart? So I refuse to believe that Gatey is smart. Feel a little bad about some of the dialogue that we didn't get to see, all the different choices. This is where, like, I'm playing it on the HD Remastered edition. If I'd been playing it on a emulator, we would have been able to see every variation on Squall being a douchebag while talking to Rinoa. And me not knowing exactly where to go. So we have to take the train to wherever we have to take the train to.
The spirit splits apart where the train comes.
You still want to let us drink from your fountain? Yeah, kind of. Oh, and we missed our chance to not have Rinoa in the party and see what the guy who has the hots for Rinoa says when she's not around.
This train is bound for Dulwich, stopping at East Academy. That's right, I've got a part-time job as the announcer now. This is the last train for the day. Please hurry on board.
The last train. Get on. Let me double check. Get off at East Academy and go through the forest west of the station. I do remember getting lost at this point in the game and spending a couple of hours grinding for levels while just wandering around trying to find the right place to go. Because we'll have free roam on a significantly bigger world map chunk than we had at back at Galbadia, or rather, Balam. Galbadia Gardens located up ahead, is that correct?
Indeed, glad we have a leader with a good memory.
Okay, well, how about F you then? I'm just throwing that out there. Oh, and those kids got killed because they didn't jump in time. Oh, that was a weird noise.
Luckily, we're the only people on this train, too.
This train is bound for glory. This train bound for East Academy will depart shortly.
Well, we'll open! Make it, please!
Open up!
Better let her have her way. She could defeat any of us, or any boss, using the end. Confirming, access granted.
Thanks. So, Squall, your friend, is she retarded, or, weren't you just saying something important?
It's nothing important, but... Forget it, it's not important. It's nothing important, but... Well, we made it.
I have to thank Zone for that. He's into naughty magazines. I'll keep that in mind. Ha 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 ha! It's funny when boys have heterosexual sex drives.
He hasn't had anything to say for a while, actually. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, because he's the one who fucked everything up and mentioned garden. Oh, man.
We should get out there shortly, so we'll be all right. We should get there shortly, so we'll be all right out here. What? What's the matter?
I just can't stop thinking about them. Tasty frog's legs. Alright, guys. Well, this seems like a pretty good place to call it a video. We're on the train out of Timber. If I recall correctly, the story will never send us back to Timber, even though it's Rinoa's hometown. It will never really matter in the story again, even though we're kind of on a quest to save Timber. But really, it's more of a quest to stop the evil empire, and that's not that shocking and strange. A RPG development that, you know, whatever place you're trying to save from the evil empire, once you leave it for the first time, you often don't end up having to come back. When we do come back next time, actually, because I'm following a FAQ, mostly to make sure I don't miss anything that is missable. Because this game is organized, it was a PS1 game, it was organized across 4 discs. So there are certainly things where if you get past this point in the game, you can't go back to this place and get such and such item. So I'm following a FAQ, even though I could play this game, you know, not even from memory. I could just pick it up and play it quasi-blind, having not played it for years, and you'd be fine. This isn't... Even if you're not doing all the stuff I'm doing, going crazy with the card minigame off-screen to get the best spells and stuff, it's not the hardest game in the history of Final Fantasy. And Final Fantasy games are not generally renowned for being difficult. They're just kind of immersive, hopefully. So I'm having fun with this story, as ridiculous as it is. We're teenage super soldiers fighting for a teenage terrorist, and there's all sorts of teenage emotional angst going on, and I'm finding this game fun in spite of all that. I hope you are too. When we come back next time, the plot right now is that we're on a train heading for a different garden, because garden is... I believe we read about a total of 3 gardens way back when in video 1. And one of those 3 gardens is in Galbadia, which is the country that Vincent Delling is president of. Well, it's also the one that's the closest by, because Dalit and Timber, you know, at some point in the game we will see a world map, but Dalit and Timber... Well, I'm going off on a tangent here. We're aware right now of probably 4 cities. You have the capital of Galbadia, which I think is called Delling City, actually. I think it's actually named after the evil president guy. And yes, the story will eventually take us there. But we have Balam, which is kind of on its own little continent. It's a little town. All it really has on that continent is the garden, a fire cave, and a town where Zell's mom lives. Once you get off that continent, Timber and Dalit are in the same... Maybe it's not Delling City. Maybe it's something else. But Timber and Dalit are the same continent, and they're on the same continent as the Evil Empire land. So that kind of makes sense. The Evil Empire land kind of invaded and took over Timber years ago, and they attacked Dalit and tried to take over, but ended up backing off because all it seemed they really wanted to do was activate that communications relay, which allowed them to use the broadcasting positions at Timber to make their broadcast, which is interrupted by Cypher. So the story now is that our mission having failed, we really don't know what the hell we're doing. So we've just decided to go to the nearest garden to regroup, and that garden happens to be not the garden we came from, but a garden that's on this continent and is in the country that is part of Evil Land. How is a garden operating in Evil Land if Evil Land is evil? Maybe we'll find out. Maybe that'll never be properly addressed. But either way, it'll have to wait until the next video, when I'm actually not going to go to the next plot point, and I'm going to deliberately take us back to the city of Dalit, which we only visited during a combat mission. Now we can go back to Dalit, and it'll be a normal functioning place with shops you can go into, and NPCs walking around doing normal stuff, and you can do side quests. It's heavily involved in the Queen of Cards side quest, which I'm putting off and haven't even decided if I'm going to fully do. Because I don't think the story will ever force you to go back to Dalit. But they do, to their credit, make Dalit a place that you can return to, and it's, you know, an actual... to the extent that any city in this game is a real city, Dalit is a real city where you can actually go around and go into shops and talk to NPCs. And we'll be doing that next time. See you then.